Blog Talk Radio.
Hey guys, welcome to tonight's show. It is January 26th, 2017. What I was about to say? Oh yeah. If you're listening right now, you're listening on blogtalkradio.com/GFT radio. And we'd like to welcome you guys to tonight's show. You guys, you want to say hi?
Yeah. Doing good, people. What up? Oh, hello.
All right, guys, we got a guest host on here, so we're going to introduce him shortly. But like I said, welcome you to tonight's show. You're on GFT radio show. And, oh, my God, my brain just left me. I'm sorry, guys. We will be live tweeting throughout the show at GFT_radio. So if you guys want to share and listen to what we're listening to or listen to what we're talking about and want to comment, you can comment there. You can definitely call in, phone number 657-383-1155. Phone lines open up at 10:15. And what else I got to say? I don't know what else I have to say. Oh, yeah, so I'm done with that, the intro. Let's do shout-outs. We got a couple shout-outs that we want to give to certain people that been supporting our show and, you know, things like that. So we want to shout y'all out. The first person we're going to shout out, you guys already know who this is. This is Willie Styles. This is our honorary guest host. He calls in and he holds us down when we need him to hold us down. And then even just when he want to call in and share his thoughts with what we're talking about, we want to definitely give him a shout-out. Hopefully he'll call tonight, but we definitely want to give him a shout-out. He's going to call. Okay. I saw him say tonight. I'm doing it tonight. But I also want to shout out Q over at the Critical Dump podcast. You can find him on SoundCloud, and he has a Facebook page, and he also has a YouTube channel. Again, it is the Critical Dump. I was on his podcast, Tuesday? I had a ball. It was a nice topic. It was basically whether you leave, stay, or let go, which one was harder. It was a good conversation amongst a lot of people. So shout out to him and all the people that were on that phone call that time. We had a blast. Also want to shout out the Podcast Brothers. Me and Clint went on their podcast a couple weeks back. We were on episode 29, Man Law. So definitely check that out on the Podcast Brothers on Twitter. They also have a Facebook page. What do they have? They're on Spreaker. They're on everything. So look them up and find them. Definitely check them out. And last but certainly not least, we want to shout out our guest host tonight, Billy.
Hey.
Drop some lines.
Yeah, I'm here.
What's up? Tell us where they can find you and what you do.
All right. First and foremost, my name is comedian Billy the Kid Thomas. I reside in Trenton, New Jersey, and I do comedy locally in Mercer County and abroad. I've did Delaware, did the Poconos. Currently, right now, I have a comedy show that's called Billy the Kid's Wild Wild West Comedy Fest, and that's every last Tuesday of the month at Championship Sports Bar, which is at 931 Chambers Street, and I'm also the host of that. I also do an internet radio show at hamiltonradio.net, and we live stream that as well. So I got the comedy shows, I got the radio show. I'm currently working on a clothing line and trying to get a DVD in the making. So working on a lot of big things here currently right now. And I'm just learning this social media stuff. It's like I'm dominating Facebook right now. But, of course, I don't have a Twitter. I don't have an Instagram. But you can reach me on my Facebook under my honorable name, Billy Thomas. And through there, I have a fan page, which is comedian Billy the Kid Thomas, which is on my fan page on my Facebook.
All right. Y'all got that? Y'all wrote that down? You got to follow him and see what's going on. He got a lot going on. So definitely. We had to shout him out. We had to let him say where he was from, all that stuff, so you guys can find him and look him up. But all that talking is done, guys. We're going to start the show right now. Tonight's topic, we're talking about President Donald Trump. We talked about his first couple of days in office, what he has done, his inauguration, all that in between, and also we're going to talk about, of course, the Women's March on Washington. So, Clint, I'm going to throw it right to you.
Well, it depends on what y'all want to talk about first regarding him. You want to talk about the inauguration, his executive orders, what you want me to dive into first?
I would say the inauguration that came for that would be the first.
The inauguration was funny to me. It was funny. You know,
I didn't get to watch it.
I watched a good portion of it. You know, I seen it was just, you know, it just looked like a bunch of awkward moments. You could tell, you know, Biden, like just looking at Biden, he wasn't really feeling it. You could tell Obama really wasn't feeling it. You know, the hero of the whole thing to me was, even though it was all about Donald Trump, the hero to me was George Bush, George W. He is hilarious, man. He is hilarious. I think he reminded everybody, you know what, Trump ain't gonna be that bad. You feel me? Because we had to deal with Bush, and Bush is hilarious. Did y'all see him trying to put on the bag, the little rain jacket? He couldn't get over his head. You feel me? Yeah. Oh man, he just goofy. He is just goofy. You feel me? He stole the show to me. You know what I mean? He stole the whole inauguration show to me. And then, you know, they got the real picture up there, the meme where, you know, Donald up there standing with his wife Melania, you know, and they all stiff. And then you got Obama and Barack and Michelle up there, you know, and they all loose. He's laughing and joking with her. And you could just tell that Obama was relieved. You know what I mean? Like the pressure, all that pressure that he was under, you could tell it just lifted. A weight was lifted off his shoulders, so he could relax a little bit. And you can also see, looking at Donald, like for President Trump, looking at him like the pressure was starting to build on him, but also he looked like he had a determined look, like I'm ready to do this. You feel me? Whether people agree with him or not, but to me it looked like, all right, now let's get to it. You feel me? It's about to get real. Let's get to it. That's what I got from the inauguration.
J-Rob?
It was funny because we watched the inauguration at work during our lunch break, and we actually stayed late past our lunch break so that we could catch the whole ceremony and the whole time. And, you know, with us being in the military and everything, like, we're just up there critiquing everything. Like, you really can't talk politics at work. That's like the one thing that nobody is supposed to talk about, because you have everybody who has different opinions on whether they like the guy, whether they don't like the guy. It's just funny to sit in there with a bunch of different people from different backgrounds and having to hear them talk about pretty much our boss. That's what it comes down to, especially with the military. He's our boss with that in that situation, and I find it kind of funny. I mean, the inauguration to me, it was. I don't even want to say it was a joke. It was funny though. Like just to finally come down to it, because we've been talking about this for months. Like, what's the world gonna come to when this guy gets in the office? And when he got in there, we was sitting up there watching the riots going down, the police out there, the National Guard out there, and it was crazy. But like Clint said, it was nice to see everybody out there, you know, Bush taking over the show basically with his answer. That dude's a character. Like, you can't miss that. He's a straight character. Like, I think that's the one thing that everybody is going to miss. Like, Barack was that hood, not even hood dude, but he was that down to earth dude that everybody, you know, could relate to. And we just gonna see what's up with Trump when he gets in there. See what his we already see what he's doing in his first week, but I don't plan on seeing Barack going to no hood, or I don't plan on seeing Trump going to no hoods or chilling at no Washington versus the Bulls basketball game. Or he's not going to be that dude. That's not going to be him.
Billy?
Oh man, we got to brace ourselves. This is about to be a reality TV show. That's what America just turned into. It's a reality TV show. It's The Apprentice meets Love and Hip Hop meets any reality show, Housewives, all of that. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a couple of hands start flying at the White House and the camera crews. Like, nobody's going to roll a commercial break. It's going to be a couple of flat box fights. Things are going to get real. That inauguration was it was hilarious. I hear that performance-wise, Chrisette Michele is under a lot of fire for wanting to perform. But wasn't he paying a check of $750,000? I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I get up there and break dance and pop lock for 7,000. I'm doing a worm. I'm doing a cabbage patch. I'm doing every dance I could possibly think of, man. I think what it did was I want to get into two things right quick. What it did was expose, especially Facebook. Facebook and these memes exposed his relationship with Melania. That you can almost kind of feel that she's terrified or she's petrified of this man. Like there was a clip where she's on stage and he turns around to address her and she's smiling. She's smiling and she's blinking at him, but when he turns back around to face the camera, her smile just drops off of her face and her eyes go completely down. Like it was an act, like it was a reality show type of marriage. Like they're not even supposed to be together. I don't know whether she fears him, whether she's not really into him or what. And then just the whole body chemistry. Like he got out of the car first. He got out of the car. He walked straight up the steps. Didn't even go around to open her door or anything. Barack and Michelle actually waited on the step for her as he walked in the building. They waited on the step for her and guided her up to the top step. And then, like you see where him and Barack are on stage and both of their wives are coming down, she just walks up next to Trump. She just walks up next to him. She's just looking straight ahead. But as soon as Michelle comes up to Barack, he grabs her hand. He embraces her. He brings her hand in for a kiss. And they got this down packed. They got the blink. They got the smile. They got everything down packed. And one person said, well, that's because they got time in this, so they're used to the cameras like they're used to the public. Okay, yeah, that's one thing. But at the end of the day, she was your wife way before these cameras cut on. And plus, they're no strangers. They're no strangers to the public eye. He's been in the public eye forever before he even ran in politics. And not once have we ever seen him hold his wife's hand. He's never kissed her hand. So I couldn't really fall for that. I'm like, no. It's not the fact that they're new to the camera and Barack and them got years in, because they're definitely no strangers to the camera. He's a reality show, like he's a billionaire mogul. He's definitely used to the public eye, and I feel like body language and chemistry says it all. And he doesn't respect like her, like he doesn't have like no respect for her at all. It's like a put together Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head marriage. It's actually just put together, and I feel like it's just almost like a publicity stunt. And honestly, I feel like she's petrified of him. So that's. Out of all the inauguration and all, that's what I got out of it, was just looking at their whole relationship body chemistry, and it's just not there.
I agree. I don't only think that she's scared of him. I think she's scared of her position that she's in now too. Mm-hmm. I don't really prepare for it or ready for it. You know, because if she was, we can go back to the beginning. When she gave her little speech that was stolen, that was, you know, basically plagiarized from Michelle. Like, if she was ready for this position, if she was ready for this type of spotlight, that would have never happened.
Right.
But then again, as I say that, you got Donald Trump up there quoting Bane during his little speech. You know, he's going verbatim from Bane from Dark Knight, from Batman. Like, are you serious? Then he's also part of his speech was from the little B movie, the little Busy Bee movie. I said, are you serious?
Yeah.
So it's like I really can't. I don't know. I don't think they taking this serious enough. You feel me? As far as relationship with the public and the media, I think that's where they're lacking at. You know, and I think that's going to cost them in the end, because once you antagonize the media, because that's what he's been doing since he's been in the office as well. Right, even before he's been in office, he's been antagonizing the media, and I mean basically giving him his ass to kiss. And I think that's going to turn on him as well.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that video that Billy is talking about where they were on stage and, you know, Trump turned around and gave her that look. I don't even know if he said anything or what, but I know he turned around for a couple of seconds. He may have gave her a look. He may have said something, and her whole attitude, her whole demeanor, everything just changed. Like, she went from smiling and happy to, like, oh, my God, I'm going to get it when I get back in the house. Like, it was crazy. And I was just like, yo, like, whatever he said to her, really made her think twice about whatever she was doing. I don't even know what she thought. She was sitting there minding her business, addressing everybody else, laughing and smiling.
He probably turned around and said, "Compose yourself."
He all the way Barack grabbed the butt. He said, I don't think he slipped. He said, I saw Barack touch your butt when you was walking up the steps.
And that's another thing. Did y'all see? Did y'all see how George Bush was all over Michelle? Man, that man is hilarious. It was like it was like he's in love with her, bro. It was like he was just smiling on, kissing her. One kiss almost looked like he tried to kiss her on the lips. Nah, I mean, it was hilarious, man. That man is a character. I love that dude, man. He's the worst president ever as far as politics go, but he was the most entertaining. He was the most entertaining.
Oh, yeah, especially when he messed up reading the teleprompter.
What time? Because it was plenty of them, like.
Yeah, well, no, I'm talking about one where it was definitely obvious when he told him go back. He was like, go back, put the teleprompter back.
Like how you do that? How you do that, man? How you do that?
Now, J. Cole is a fool though, because in that song "No Role Models," at the very end, and he got the Bush speech. He said, "There's no saying where I come from." He was like, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice." And there's a long pause. He was like, "What? You fool me once, take it through again."
Oh man, so
that's my favorite part of that song, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So now let me ask y'all another. Let's move on real quick. So let's talk about some of the things that he has done since he's been in office. I was just looking. He has signed about 12 executive orders already. One being, I'm going to just name a few of them. He's opened the Dakota pipeline back up. He's also repealed the Affordable Care Act.
Thank you. I was hoping not to cut you off, but everybody keeps calling it the Obamacare, and that's not the name of it. It's not called Obamacare, but continue.
Yeah, and right. he also the abortion thing, which is iffy, because with that, people think it's just something that he is new. That right there isn't new. Both Bushes did it, reinstated it. And when Clinton and Obama got in, they pulled it out. So it's like it's a Republican Democrat thing. He also did the Trans-Pacific trade. He canceled that. A lot of people had issues with that, but if Hillary would have got in there or Bernie Sanders, they both would have did the same thing. They didn't agree with Obama on that either. So, if people want to jump down Trump throat for that, they also got to realize the same Democrats, they really didn't agree with when Obama did that either. So, those are just a couple executive orders that he's done since he's been in. Do y'all have any issues with anything he has done since he's been in, as far as policies?
Since he's been in, no, not really. I mean, I kind of been playing in the background and just like listening and watching and see what's happening. I know the pipeline thing was a big issue that everybody's been talking about. We'll see what happens with that. I know everybody's talking about that's not a good thing, but we'll see what happens with that when that comes around. I mean, this guy's gonna get in office and he's gonna do what he has to. Not what he has to do. He's gonna do what he wants to do. But you got to remember, Trump's not a politician. Trump is a businessman. Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens down the line.
Well, I just think that I don't think he should just get rid of the Affordable Care Act. I think he should find a way to fix it, or make it better, or make it cost specific for certain, budgeted better for people to be able to actually afford it, because it is still high. and then I have an issue with the abortion because I feel like that's something that nobody should have a say into except for the female and her family and whoever else is involved in that direct situation. I don't think that it should be something that politics should debate on or put a law and say that something can't happen because at the end of the day, they're not the ones taking care of this kid, and at the end of and then on top of that, it's like it's going to be either one, a lot of kids in foster care, or a lot of deadbeat parents that don't want to be parents to that child, or stuff like that. Like to support, and you're gonna have more people on welfare, more people that need, just causing more of a problem for the economy in the long run. So I think that's something that should be well functioning, it's not gonna be a big deal, but I'm just saying, like, I just think that that's something that they shouldn't be able to pass along.
What I want to make clear about the abortion thing, what he did was he ordered that, federal dollars cannot go to any organization that provides abortion services. That's what his executive order was.
But that's going to be they have to be a nonprofit and go based off of donations. And, medical supplies cost a lot. Donations ain't going to cover everything.
Facts.
So that's the problem behind it because that's going to cause people that really want to get one that can't afford to get one to go a whole other route and potentially either mess themselves up or lose their life. You see the same thing with people getting these implants and stuff like that. They get it cheaper elsewhere, and then it causes them severe damage. Why? I understand what he's saying, but I don't think that I understand what he's trying to do. But at the end of the day, that's not going to be that's basically dismantling that whole thing by taking that money from it. That's not something that can't be that where it won't be a nonprofit issue because it's going to be not enough money to do anything.
True. And
not only just abortion clinics like Planned Parenthood and stuff like that, they do like regular doctor care, they do prenatal care, they don't just do abortion, they do a lot of stuff. So you're not going to support them on that one point and say it's not going to give you money. There's a lot of people that's losing cheaper health care, like with as far as that's cheaper and things like that.
Agreed. Brother Billy, what you think?
I feel like it's much more than than the abortion thing. I mean, you got so much research and everything that's like behind all of this. Like a lot of these foreign places, like they come up with newer birth control ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like other than like your regular contraceptives and birth controls, like there's like scientists like working on new things like all around the clock. You got some young adults who regularly wouldn't have a lot of health care, and you got these Planned Parenthoods that give these young women regular checkups and everything. So I feel like somehow it's going to be shaky all across the board. This is one of those situations where you're like, okay, he's in office. This is just the beginning. We got to see where this goes. Like you could tamper with things and it might go right, or you could tamper with things and it might go horribly wrong. And I really just can't see that far into all of this going on. But he's definitely shaking up the foundation of what already was, just to stick to this plan of we're not sending our dollars. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much in a nutshell, we're not sending our dollars investing with people overseas, but your tie is made in China and your suits are made in Mexico, and, your wife is from Germany.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm here.
That's the thing. Like, you don't want. That's what I don't get about him. He's saying we got to bring jobs back to America. We got to do this, that, and the third. I mean, you got to be full circle. You can't just be telling me, you shouldn't eat pork, but you eat pork. Like, come on.
I feel like he's doing too much to try to stick to his word, and I feel like because he made promises, he made campaign promises to people, and he felt like he can't back out. And even if that means causing a split in his own party, like Republicans are already taking the split over a lot of his ideas and policies. They're splitting up. You know, some of them agree with his policies and some of them don't. And I feel like he got to uphold this image because he already promised a lot of these. I'm not going to call all of his supporter rednecks, but he promised a lot of these rednecks, you know what I'm saying, like over patriotic voters, you know, some promises. You know what I'm saying, as far as this wall and bringing jobs back to America, and I feel like he's trying to do it by all means necessary. But I mean, it's still the beginning. Like, bro, it's a good chance that you're trying to stick to your word, and you're gonna make yourself look like an idiot, or you're gonna stick to your word and you're gonna change a whole bunch of policies. But either way, we're not gonna agree with. Like, either way, like-minded people like ourselves ain't going to agree with. Whether he stuck to his word and did it, we ain't going to agree with it. Or whether he went against his word and still messed it all up, we're not going to agree with it. Like, I don't feel like there's nothing that he's going to do that's going to make me go, he was the best president we ever. I'm not that confident in this guy.
That's with any politician, though. I mean, we had people that liked Bush and people that hated things that Bush did, and people that liked Obama and hated things that Obama did. There's people that like Trump and hate things that he does. Like it's like with any president, going all the way back. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were people that disagree with things that Clinton, Reagan, both of the Bushes. I'm pretty sure you look far back in the history books, you'll find people that disagree with Lincoln and Washington and Thomas and anybody, any president. You're never gonna find somebody that everybody 100% agrees with on their policies.
But to chime in, we all had our differences, but they all had a certain code of conduct that they carried. You know what I'm saying? We know Donald, because I'm not addressing him as president or Mr. President. That's just me personally. But we know Donald as an arrogant, hot-headed son of a gun. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, we don't have to agree with his policies, but I think it's a little part of us. It's a little part inside everybody that's like, Donald, please watch your mouth. Because, like, you don't want to say the wrong thing to the prime minister. You don't want to say the wrong thing, you know, to this person. Like every president, whether we agree with Bush or not, like Bush just took control. We're going to go over there. We're going to and we're like, wait, you know, why we got to go over there? We ain't agree with going over there and doing the war and this and that and the third. There was a lot of things that we ain't agree with, but he still carried a certain code of conduct. You know what I'm saying? Like, Trump is like one of them friends that like when he call your house, you gotta warn him that he on speakerphone.
Yeah, he's like me. That's what you know. What's funny that you said, Billy. I was thinking like when I wrote out the information for this podcast, I was like, I gotta call this dude president. Like it felt weird, and I was like, yeah, I was putting Donald J. Trump the whole time. Then I'm like, nah, let me. I don't ruffle no feathers, but like it's weird to even like know that this reality star is.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, Wayne. This is why I'm on the fence about. I'm more concerned. I'm the opposite. Like, I'm more concerned about his policies than his conduct, because first of all, I know for a fact he's a businessman, you know, and when he in them meetings, he's gonna conduct business. You feel me? He's not going. It's too much at stake for him to go in there and try to act like an asshole, act like some hot shit. Like he's just not going to do that. He's not going to go. They're not going to allow him to do that. I just know that. But his policies, and that's what, you feel me? That's what I have an issue with. You know what I mean? Because first of all, he can't really thoroughly give you any. Out of all, everything he's done now is everything he said he was going to do on the campaign. You know what I mean? Just like the brother just said, he made promises on the campaign, and all he's doing now is keeping those promises. But what's after that? There's no follow-through after that. Like we were talking about the Affordable Care Act. You repeal that. You promised everybody you was going to repeal that. What do you have in place, you know what I mean, after that to replace that? You know, you haven't told us anything. You haven't told us nothing. You feel me? So that's the stuff I have issues with. You know what I mean? So, you know, how he act, like I'm telling you, like people y'all got to really go back and look at Bush, man. Like Bush was a different type of character, man. Like to me, it's like there's no way Trump could get worse than Bush. You feel me? It's like it's no way. It's no way. Like Bush was the worst. You know what I mean? The worst representation. Like he the reason. You feel me? All those white people. He the reason Obama got in there. People forget. If Bush wasn't that bad, Barack, we would have never had a black president. That's how bad Bush was. You know what I mean? So when we're talking about Trump, you know, it's like the brother said, it's yet to be seen. We can't judge him yet, but I just need to know his policies now. I mean, he got to give me more, because all he done now is just basically did what he told us he was going to do. Okay, but now how you going to follow through on that? What's next?
Yeah.
Because if that's all you got, you know what I mean, that's really nothing. You know what I mean? Because Obama already got the stock market and all that stuff on the uptick. So only thing you can come in and do is mess that up. Don't mess that up. You know what I mean? How you going to generate more jobs? Still haven't told me that.
Didn't they say it didn't have anything to do with Trump? I'm pretty sure, but GM just had like a billion jobs or something that they about to start opening up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure somewhere down the line he's going to take credit for that, opening up jobs in these factories and things back in the States. That's what he wants to do.
Now, my question to y'all is, I know we talked about, I know we touched base on this last show. We talked about him and his tweet game and stuff like that, how he's going like on Twitter rant still, and then how he him and his consistent temper tantrums, saying that he had the best turnout for his inauguration than the women's march and all this other stuff that he's been going on about. Like just random outbursts of just I'm better, or just how he is. What do y'all? Do you think that's going to continue, or at some point is he going to realize that he needs to not do that?
I mean,
what his Twitter game?
Yeah, like how how you go on Twitter, go on Twitter when somebody picks him off. Oh, you weren't that great of an actor anyway. Or Meryl Streep, he told her she was highly overrated. You know how when someone says something, he has to go on Twitter and like talk about it.
Well, he was president when he made that comment about Meryl Streep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's certain code of conduct, man, that presidents just have to carry, and I feel like he lacks some of that etiquette. like he definitely got to filter himself more, man. Because the men in black, he's around the men in black. They will flashy thingy him so fast it'll make your head spin.
The reason why I don't think he's gonna get in trouble for that is because that's part of the reason why he got elected. You feel me? Like y'all said, don't forget, like there was a show. It's still a reality show, and like he gonna keep doing what got him. You feel me? He gonna keep doing what got him. He may alter it a little bit. You know what I mean? But for the most part, he gonna continue to be himself. Now, because that's how he got here. We talk about the code of conduct for a president or for any politician. Well, his running thing is he's not your normal politician. He's not. That's not what he's here to shake things up. So that's what people wanted from him. That's what he's giving.
Yeah, they gonna suspend his Twitter account, or somebody gonna have to take over his social media accounts. Because if he gonna act like that, and when he get upset and get in his mood and start going off on people, he gonna make himself a lot of enemies. I was talking to somebody at work today, and I was
he's still calling CNN the fake news. Like
he gonna win to the right person. He gonna win to the right person, and somebody gonna put him in his place. I was telling the people at work today. I said, "Yo, Philly fans." Because they were in Philadelphia today, and I said, "Yo, Philly fans threw snowballs at Santa Claus like they have no filter." Like, what do you think they're going to do when Trump gets over there? He's going to run into the right person somewhere or some state that don't care, that has no filter, one of them hardcore, I don't care who he got with him. He could have the Men in Black, he could have the Secret Service, CIA, the National Guard, whoever he need with him. Somebody going to run into him for saying the wrong thing. He gonna go off one day on the wrong person. There's going to be somebody waiting for him.
Well, what about his press secretary, that girl Kelly? What's her name? Kelly something. She got into an altercation leaving the inauguration ball. She punched somebody in the face about 3 times because they grabbed her friend.
Who did
you hear about that?
Who did this?
His press secretary, the lady that was holding him down the whole election. The one that had cleared up his mess the whole time he was on there after the damn poll. She was like, he didn't say that. He was his head of PR, campaign manager. Yeah, allegedly they said on TMZ she was leaving the inaugural ball and somebody like rushed the crowd and they either went to hit on her friend and if she realized it was her friend, she punched the guy maybe about 3 times or whoever it was about 3 times.
Wow, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that shit up. I think what's her name, Kellyanne something.
Yeah. I'm about to see if I can find that now. That's crazy.
Yeah, so she got into an altercation.
Yeah, what about
Oh yeah, she allegedly punched him there. It's on the New York Daily News.
Yeah, she was about that life. She was like she don't look like she just looked like she's just a regular person. I can't believe she just hooked off. Like how do your campaign manager / press secretary setting it off?
Let me ask y'all this right now. First of all, I want to get a shout out to the homie Willie Styles. He said he can't make it. He's stuck in a meeting, but he just sent me a link, and he wanted us to mention about there's an ongoing mass exodus at the State Department of people who don't want to work for Trump.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm reading Patrick Kennedy, the State Department's Undersecretary for Management, and 3 of his top officials resigned abruptly recently. 2 other senior leaders in the State Department left earlier this month. And, they described it as an ongoing mass exodus of senior Foreign Service officers who don't want to stick around for the Trump era. Wow. So basically, see, that's, I don't know how to feel about that. You feel me? Like, I can understand. To me, that's like abandoning your job. You feel me? Just because you don't want to work with somebody, that's almost like giving up. Because now he can appoint anybody he wants to those positions.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Like, nah, hold your position down. You feel me? Don't cower to him.
Mm-hmm.
Do your job right. You know what I mean? But instead of quitting, because now when you quit, you're giving him more leverage. Now he can get who he wants in those positions, and they can do what they want to do.
That brings up a good thing.
He said the other one about Russell Simmons.
What you were saying, J-Ro?
All the like the Friday when he had the inauguration and they had like all the protests like all over the country. I mean, the guy was already elected. He was already in like the protests and all of that. The stage walkouts and all that wasn't really helping anything. Like you just said, like these people are walking out of these positions and these people holding protests and doing all these other things. And like you said, I mean, he has the authority and the power now to appoint whoever he wants to these positions. So you're really not helping the cause if you think about it in the long run. Like you're hurting yourself and you're hurting everybody else because of the opportunity that he has now, like you say, to appoint whoever he wants to these positions.
Mm-hmm.
And these protests were going over all across the world, all across the country.
Mm.
People not attending inauguration, people not attending conventions and things because they want to hold prayer vigils and things like. It happened. He's in there. You can't change it now. Like, now what?
Yeah. It is crazy because a lot of people, like you said, a lot of, it's just been a lot of, because like at the end of the day, he's the president. I know a lot of us don't want him to be. We don't even want to call him president and things like that. But at the end of the day, you really can't do shit. Yeah, you can just promote, but it ain't gonna get you nowhere.
So let me ask you something. What did you think about the march?
The Women's March?
Yeah.
I'm mad. I found about it after, like, when it was happening, not before. But I saw some of the signs, and one of my coworkers went. Actually, one of my coworkers went. One of my good friends went, and they were sharing a lot of the different signs and stuff. And they said it was such a powerful and a sight to see how the people. It was not only women; it was men out there. It was children, boys and girls, and a lot of different men out there supporting this, because they basically let him know that we don't accept you as our president. You're essentially a predator on women.
But do you feel that too little, too late, or you thought it was right on time?
I mean, it was for me kind of a little too late, but then at the same time, they did it on a perfect day. They did it on the day of his inauguration. They had bigger turnout than he had of a turnout. And they actually, they basically were protesting him being inaugurated and being, sworn in as the official president. So, I mean, I think it could have been earlier, but I think they made their point for those that did show up. But I did have a conversation with somebody, and they were basically saying, do you think white women feel like black women are equal to them, or that do you think they understand the black woman's struggle and that she has a heart, because not only she's a female, but she's also black? So they were thinking, like, do you think that they cared about that, or do they can they try to relate to that, or are they just doing it because they're white women and that's they fighting for their rights, not necessarily for black women's rights?
Brother Billy, you want to give an answer to that?
Especially to spin off of the last comment, that brings race back, pretty much into this. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got to bring up the question, does the white woman, can she now relate to black women's struggle? I mean, to be able to ask that question now, you got to think it's 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like, all you need is pretty much sympathy for a person's struggle or like it shouldn't be a question, but I mean, it's so much privilege. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming like it's so much privilege and a lot of the white woman's race is like they could be oblivious to that in particular struggle.
But at this point, you can't be. I mean, it's like saying you don't think it's racism. Like, I mean, like you know it is, whether you see it or not. You hear different stories. You saw it. It didn't just magically go away. So I don't think you can be ignorant to the fact that, it's not going on. It's very real.
No. Not only is it very real, if you look at, race is a big thing. Race all the way leading up through the debates and everything. It was a racial divide through Trump supporters, through Hillary supporters, through Bernie Sanders supporters, and it was also allegations that he was linked to like he was getting endorsed by the KKK. Now no matter what anybody could say, especially people that are oblivious to it, like, what do you mean race and still bringing this up and yada yada yada. Look at his appointee that he appointed as the pick for Attorney General. There's a guy by the name of Jeff Sessions. I don't know his whole name, but it's Jefferson Sessions III, and he's named after a Confederate general.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a history. He has a history of intimidation. using his influence of power. And Coretta Scott King wrote a letter to Washington. And the powers that be at that time made sure that that letter didn't make it to the White House. And it resurfaced back again, especially being that he was being appointed by Donald Trump. So a lot of his skeletons were coming out of the closet just recently. And she testified that, you know, that he was a known racist, that he intimidated young black voters from going to the polls. And he used his police influence to either arrest people, to hurt them, you know, and it's documented. His racism is documented. And this is Trump's pick for attorney general, which will clearly give you an unbalanced justice scale. I'll tell you that one right now. He's a known racist with Confederate ties, which go even deeper than that, you know. So he's very much well Klan and Confederate affiliated, whether he knows it or not. You know what I'm saying? The same way he's acting oblivious to Russia's interference with all of this. He knows more than what he's putting out to be about all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely wasn't fighting the fact. He wasn't stopping those emails from getting leaked. You know what I'm saying? Like that was his advantage. That was his meal ticket to the home stretch. You know, the same way those underground tunnels of Klan money, you know, being funded like that sway, yeah. You know, so it's going to be a huge divide. I feel like we got a long way to go with this beast being awoken. You know what I'm saying? With police involved shootings, like we were already on edge, you know, with that, and then with this presidential campaign that came up, it was so many ingredients inside this melting pot, and it's just like, how far is this thing going? Because like we know that it needs to be addressed, and we just hope that it doesn't get that bad on a global scale. But as you can see, the top 1%, you know, they're up to us, they're up to their usual antics. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we just hope that they don't get their way, because like if this man gets appointed and he makes attorney general, what does that say about the value of not just the black man or the black woman, but our entire contributions of over 500 years in this country?
Facts, true. J-Ro, you want to chime in?
Yeah, I'm sitting here listening to Billy talking, and like you say, it's when he's talking about, you know, awaken the beast, you know, things with Trump and all the other things, and you know, it kind of goes along with that code of conduct that he was speaking about, and then the whole. It's a lot. It's a lot that's going on, but I mean, the guy's only been here for not even a week yet, and we already have. It's already going to be controversy. It's going to be issues. It's going to be problems that come up. A lot of these things are going to. I don't know. I just think that it's a lot that's going to happen. It's going to come up in these next couple of weeks, next couple of years, if he makes it that long. So, I mean, for now, for me, it's just, you know, roll with the punches and see what happens, see how things go. I don't want to have it come down like that. Like, I mean, we got people at work talking about, yo, you know, suit up, get it ready, we about to go overseas. I'm like, yo, dude, we've only been here for a week. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know what's going to happen. They don't tell us anything until it's time to pack our bags and go.
Okay. I want to point about how white women, Trump won the white woman vote.
Yeah.
So that to me, that lets you know right there that they really don't relate to black women, or the minority woman. Period. You know, I mean, I don't even like to use the word minority, but you know, they don't relate to y'all, because if they did, you feel me? It wouldn't have took for to grab the pussy
because that's what really got them riled up when that came out right before he was elected. You know what I mean? Grab him by the pussy. Until that came out, you know, they were relatively playing the background. You know, they were rumbling, but they really wasn't making no noise. That's why, in my opinion, the march really didn't mean much to me, because it was like, first of all, it was too late. You know what I mean? Too little, too late. You know, secondly, all right, y'all don't want him in there. Who y'all was going to vote for? Hillary?
Yeah, that
okay.
was another.
Yeah. Like, well, I'm not a big fan of hers neither. Like, she's not, you know, she conducts herself better. You feel me? She was more, you know what I mean, cordial to the people, so to speak. But she really wasn't for us neither. You know, she was like, Trump was right about her at the end of the day. You know, Trump himself was telling everybody to vote for, I mean, like, what y'all doing? Y'all should vote for Bernie. You know what I mean? Why y'all gonna let her cheat Bernie out of that election? And that's basically what happened. So I really couldn't ride with her neither. You know, I think a lot of that was, you know, they don't like to say it. I think they were sore losers. You feel me? That's what that march to me was about, being sore losers.
Now, I think they should have that way back when that shit came out about that old nonsense.
Yeah, now I mean, like, y'all backed the wrong horse. Y'all was backing Hillary. You feel me? Y'all thought y'all had it won. You feel me? And y'all didn't. And now y'all salty. Like, oh man, he in there. Well, y'all all this stuff y'all knew. If y'all was making all this noise in the beginning, you know what I mean? Because everybody knew what type of dude Donald Trump was from the beginning. But ain't nobody take him serious. See, y'all ain't want to take him serious.
Yeah.
But then when it started getting serious, y'all still was silent. Now y'all wait till this man take his oath, and now it's this big old uproar. Like, nah, come on, man. Miss me with that.
Okay, it was too late at that point.
Yeah, like, miss me. I ain't trying to hear it now. Yeah. Especially that little, because they had a little march in Trenton, right?
You want to talk about that?
Yeah, now this is what pisses me off. Let me talk to you Jersey people for a second. Now, I mean, this is pissing me. Y'all got all this beef. Like, half the women down there voted for Christie, Governor Christie. Now, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, y'all, like, anybody vote for Christie, you're not my friend. Like, I don't, like, that's how I say. That's how much I don't like Christie. Like, we can't be friends.
A lot of people didn't vote, and that I know from my job alone and talking to people I work with, a lot of people didn't vote and then got pissed off when they got an office. It's like we said this on numerous of our podcasts before. We talked about all that elections and voting and stuff like that. You can't bitch him on if you don't do nothing. You can't tell me, he ain't gonna do shit. Then should you vote? Now that voting shit ain't what one vote gonna do. That's the problem. You part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
We talked about plenty of times.
No.
You can't sit out here and expect change and you not going out here and voting. Like you say, you part of the problem. You thinking that your opinion doesn't count and you gonna get mad because things don't go your way, but you didn't do anything to change it. You ain't out there voting and trying to make a change, and you can't complain about what the man in there is doing because you could have changed that.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people said when the election came. A lot of people were saying, I ain't voting, that shit don't matter, I ain't wasting my vote, and either voting for one or the other. Like, you don't even fucking know what the hell's going on. You just don't even, you sound stupid. And then you not even voting, so guess what? Don't get mad out of here off the I want to hear it.
Another important thing to vote on is like your local
Exactly.
your local elected officials, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how you get control of the House eventually. You know what I'm saying? See, we came out of numbers for Obama, you know what I'm saying? And like when we did that, they set back. Republicans set back with this type of plan. You know, like they knew that whatever they wanted wasn't his plan. They wanted somebody to come in there and undo everything that he did. And Trump was that guy, and he was very, very outspoken. And then at the same time, they was focusing more on smaller government. You know what I'm saying? That's why they control. Like now, it's the Republicans' house now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, somebody said something about how on matter of fact, the podcast, the show I was on earlier this week, they were saying how people was like, Obama didn't do nothing. Like, you realize he had to fight against a lot of people to get stuff through. And as we said, no one president can make good on all their promises. You're not going to fulfill something because you have to go through writing the bill, getting that bill passed and voted on. If people don't want it, they're not going to want it. So no matter how much you try to push for something, if they just deny left and right, and no matter what you put out there, they keep denying, it's not going to get through. Like, you have to, it's a voting process. Like, people thought we was going to go in there and just start being hood and just making shit happen. Like, that's not how it works.
Also, I think what to learn from this, you feel me, what I hope everybody learn from this is to be more educated about the political process. Like the brother just said, I totally agree with him. We said that countless times on this show, excuse me, that how important local elections are. You feel me? Be involved with your local elections. Hold your, you know what I mean, your local electees accountable as well. You know what I mean? Make sure they're going to do what they say they're going to do. And also when it comes to, like, the presidential election, this is my issue I had because we talked about this plenty of times. You know, everybody was so focused. What I kept hearing was, because I was for Bernie. You know, actually, you know, I was kind of for Jill Stein too. But when I say Jill Stein, don't nobody know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the issues I have because she was running for president too. It was more than just Hillary and Donald Trump running for president, you know. Mm-hmm. So I would always get said, if you don't vote for not voting for Hillary or not voting for Trump, that's like splitting a vote. And I'm like, that's only because in your mind you think it's only two parties.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's totally not how this Democratic Republic works.
Yeah, I hope you remember the post that I posted where the guy was telling me that they don't count because they're not up front.
Yeah, and that's the problem because everybody want to follow the media, and that's how. And instead of following politics, they follow the media, and the most popular person in the media got elected.
Yeah.
You feel me? That person wasn't elected or politics. You feel me? And I think that's what I hope comes from this election is that everybody, all right, you know what I mean? Because across the world, we're looking crazy. Everybody looking at we supposed to be a world power, but, you know what I mean, we're getting laughed at right now.
A reality show.
Yeah, we're looking like a reality show. So the only way to fix that is we got to be more into the politics.
Yeah.
And it starts locally, and then it builds from there. And then, you know, understand that it's more than just a two-party system. Don't let them keep thinking, because as long as it's come across that way, nothing will change. You feel me? It'll always be the same. It'll be just Democrats and Republicans fighting against each other. You know what I mean? It's more than that. Everybody not a Democrat. Everybody not a Republican.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like, you know, that's what I hope comes from this election.
Yeah, hopefully people actually pay attention, like you said, pay attention this time and actually do something the next election, because, you know, he got 4 years and then he go back up again.
Exactly.
I mean,
like the brother said, you know, you got to get the right people also in the House of Representatives, Congress. Mm-hmm. You know, those seats matter. Senate,
yeah,
all those seats matter. Mm-hmm.
Actually,
want to get the information out?
Yes, I'm going to give out the phone number 657-383-1155. You can also tweet us at GST_radio. We have now officially entered our active cell. So we're going to get laid back, take a minute from this politics business, and just chill and talk about regular shit. So what's on your mind, guys? You said what? Yeah, let me say this. I just want to get this out because it pissed me off. Somebody went to inbox me, and I couldn't say who it was, but somebody I know inboxed me and sent me a sex tape. I did not watch it. I'm glad I didn't. Because apparently, and somebody posted it somewhere, and I ended up seeing it even though I didn't want to see it because you know that when you got your Wi-Fi and it auto-play, it pissed me off. I need people to, everything is not for Facebook or social media. Everything is really not for that. There should be no reason I should log on to any social media outlet, see a girl having sex with a kid next to her. There's no way. There's no way I can see that. What kind of friends do y'all have? There's no way I can see that. I don't know what the last one was, but I basically said, don't send me shit. I don't want to see none of that shit. But
no. It's a newer one. It's a newer one now and guess what? It tops that one.
Bro, what kind of friends do y'all have?
Hey, look, it's man. Listen, it's some old Trenton stuff that's going on. It's like this competition, man, and it started with one particular sex video, and now that one, not only did that one sex video go viral, but it's like everybody's coming out with one trying to top that one.
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it good?
Well, listen. No, they get nastier and nastier and nastier to the point where like you don't even want to log on to your Facebook.
Yeah, because this girl, she had a pad on. She had a pad on for one.
Yeah,
and
she was.
Next door. And I'm like, who recorded this and why? And I hope she wasn't aware of this shit because it's like, what the fuck is happening?
All right, now since we're explaining it, the one you're talking about, yes, she was bleeding. He ran the red light, and he actually, when he put the camera down, you saw the baby. But the newest one that just came out is he's actually doing anal on the girl, and she just squirted out all over him, and he puts it back in there again. And that's the newest one that just hit my inbox.
I don't want to ever see any of that.
And listen, right? All I know is that if you eating yogurt or pudding at the time, you're not eating it no more after that.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah,
I'm like, ain't that much freaky in the world? Like he pulls out, she squirts all of them, and then he puts it right back in there again. Never stops. Like the average dude would have been like, "Oh no, like I gotta hit the shower, I gotta change the sheets." He's like, "Nah, let me finish this off." No.
That's trifling right there.
See, I can't do no act like that, and then we break up a month later. No. That's till death. Like we don't have to get married to figure out that's till death do us part. You just shit it all over me in my bed. Like you're not leaving me for anybody.
You know what? I just think that people are doing way too much. I get it. You know, people do stuff, and this is what we talked about. We had a show about sex tapes and stuff like getting exposed and stuff like that. Like you have to understand when you let somebody record you or you record something like that happening, it's a possibility you'll get on social media. People are going to critique you. They find out who the hell was in the video. If your face is showing, it's going. If you getting blasted, you getting negative, you getting positive, you get whatever. Whatever people do is whatever they do. I'm not knocking that. I just don't want to see it when I log on Facebook. Like I don't want to see that. Like I mean, regular sex. I watch porn. That's fine. Like you know, like normal, the basic, the shit you want to see. I don't want to see somebody on their period doing nothing. I don't want to see people get shitted on. I don't want to see like just come on, man.
That's a new challenge. You know how every time a challenge come out and then somebody try to take it up another level, like they had the mannequin challenge where the people were doing the mannequin challenge, and they had to take that up a level where people were doing the mannequin challenge in the weight room, and the strippers were doing the mannequin challenge, and they were doing the mannequin challenge with the magic trick. It's like the sex tape challenge now. Like He talking about one came out and oh no, that's not the new one. You got to do a new one now, and they trying to upstage the next person.
Yeah, it was like, bro, you missed it. It was like 8 dropped in a weekend.
Nah, it's not. No, y'all got the.
And now this ain't the weekend. It's more shit coming out.
I don't know who y'all are with, but
you know what though? You know what the only thing that's left to top those, because you already got the one chick bleed, and somebody said, I'm going to top that one. I'm going to shit all over this dude. So the next person is thinking, I got to have sex with a corpse. They got to be dead. Like that's all. They like, that's the only way I can top that. And not no freshly dead body, like this one that's been sitting for like months.
GFC condone these acts that are about to come out in these next couple of weeks. We do not condone that.
That's right, sir. That's what
right, sir. You are the winner.
Yeah, man. I think that's all that shit getting out of hand, man. I think it's just, you feel me, copycats. But the couple of it was funny. Well,
that cat one, that cat one, that took the cake for me.
The one with the cat?
Yeah, like that one. I was like, really?
I like what dude brought out the spray bottle. You feel me? That was he really was trying to get on this porno. He really was trying to get on this porno star scene on. You feel me? He pulled out the spray bottle, sprayed the ass down, rubbed it in. I said, check him out. He tried to get it oiled up.
You know what? If I do mixtape, bitch, I'm gonna have a whole production. The bitch ain't gonna catch me slipping, looking crazy or nothing. This my shit gonna be like a regular porn. Like what? We doing this shit legit. And I'm paying $2 all.
That's right, J. Ro. You missed last week's show, man. Yeah, bro.
I did. Yeah. Oh man.
It started off all with one video and in a small little Facebook group.
Then went left real quick.
No. Nobody could top my man. Nobody could top my man that had the video that was getting busy with the python, the white dude.
Oh yeah, he was wild.
Yeah, he had a full grown python and he was getting busy. I didn't even know that you could fuck a snake. And it's just wrapped all around it. It's a big snake. It's a python, and the white dude got the python wrapped around his body, and somehow he found the cooter. He found the coochie on the snake, and he's going to town on this thing.
What? Why? I don't understand. It's like that throwback from like years and years ago when the girl was getting fucked by the horse.
Hey, I mean, listen. You see stuff like that, like horses, like even pigs. Like I don't see like the most.
Dogs too.
I don't seen the bestiality stuff, but the snake took it to another level. Like I didn't even know that you could have sex with a snake.
That's just too much. First of all, any animals, period. That's just too much.
I hope the snake ate his ass right now. I hope the snake choked him and ate him after.
I don't know. I need people to have normal, not even like just have sex like normal people. Just do normal people sex shit. Like don't just. Or if you go do something extra, don't film yourself. We don't want to see the weirdness.
R. Kelly got to be sitting back. R. Kelly got to be sitting back, shaking his head like, and y'all mad at me just for peeing on the girl.
You know what?
Yeah, what happened to going to the Destino and filming something in the back of the Destino, or just getting some sloppy motel, or y'all are wilding over there.
It ain't y'all. It ain't y'all. It ain't y'all. Don't say that.
It's them over there. Them over there in that section. There's something in that water. What are y'all? What is going on?
I'm sure they had the guy fucking the lady by the canal, by the courthouse. Like y'all just doing too much.
Oh no! Matter of fact, I was gonna go live on this one. Because I drive. I do beer delivery. Okay. So I'm driving on Route 1, and I'm by the motor vehicles in Trenton. So I'm with my helper, and he is grabbing me ferociously. He's like, look. So I hurry up and look. I catch the very tail end of it. He said, there's a dude over there getting hit right by the highway for everybody to see. He said, the dude is over there under the underpass getting hit. So before I could congratulate this guy and go, hey, man, congratulations, good for you, he goes, dig this. It's by another guy. I'm like, oh.
Oh, man.
Right on Route 1 by motor vehicles, where the underpass is, and like if anybody was driving on Route 1 and you looked over to your right, you seen it.
That's terrible.
Broad daylight in front of everybody.
I mean, that's like that guy that lives in Trenton, wherever the hell he be at, somewhere he'd be down here just flashing everybody with his winky and just be swinging all around like he's psycho. Like he just pull it out like, yeah. I'm like, this is different now. I don't understand what's happening. Like, I don't want that makes a lot of people like some people want to be adventurous and film themselves, but now you got to work out whether or not you're going to end up on social media looking crazy. I'm just going to say, if you're going to film yourself, film responsibly. Don't have no identifying markers. Nothing that lets anybody know that is you. Don't be in the camera looking at it like, yeah, bitch, yeah. Don't do that.
Oh,
don't
no.
Don't be doing it.
Man, listen, not only do people recognize them, but they was like, oh, my God. And one of them, they automatically told the girl work. They like, she work at Quick Check. I'm like, oh, that's messed up.
Oh, wow.
That's too crazy.
Like, it's video come out of me, and I said, but I'm not saying nothing. I ain't going to react to it, like, oh, who said crazy? But I'm not going to say, oh, that's me. Oh, I'm going to be real mad. I ain't saying shit. Not that I ever been filmed, but I'm just saying, like, if I ever was on Facebook and happened to scroll, I'm like, oh, shit, I ain't saying nothing. I'm not making anything.
Let me see a Taurus the Bull tattoo somewhere. I'm like, oh, I know who that is. I'm telling you.
And that's what's crazy because I can't do one. I got tattoos that's visible on my wrist, on my shoulder. I got the one on my back. Oh, no. All my shit is like notebook. It's that red. Nope. Won't get me. Won't get me. Bitch, I might have some makeup on or something. That's what I'm saying. If I do one, it's going to be a production. This ain't going to know. I don't.
Man, listen.
Like, I look good doing it, didn't I? All right. Thank you.
Man, look, my shit is like Inspector Gadget. This message will self-destruct in 30 seconds.
You know what?
Listen.
I don't know, but that's crazy.
What's your Super Bowl picks?
I don't watch football, so that's going to be for the men.
Man, everybody know what's going to happen, man. New England going to pay the refs off or flatten the football or.
I think Matt Ryan throwing for like another 300 yards or more.
Oh, I don't know. I can't bet against Tom, man.
It's gonna come down to Atlanta's offense and how good their Patriots defense is. So I'm telling you, if Patriots defense shows up and they nice, then
I know one thing. Well, the Patriots offense is going to be what it is, man. Because like you blink at Brady, that's 10-yard penalty. Like, he blinked, 3 yards.
What?
Man, like you got some certain quarterbacks are just untouchable. Like you can't touch them. Like as soon as you touch them, it's just call after call after call after call.
Yeah, Tom gonna be playing till he about 45.
Isn't he in his 40s now?
Yeah,
he's like 39 or something. I think like 39, 40, somewhere around there.
Yeah, he don't get touched.
Yeah, let that be Newton or somebody. You already know how I can feel about them officials.
Yeah,
some of the stuff he was crying about, but some of the stuff was some missed calls. Like some of it was some seriously missed calls, but some of it is just a game of football. But yeah, like you say, Tom Brady got somebody in his pocket, and or the whole Patriots organization has somebody in their pocket.
So, of course, man. They're just one of them franchise teams that, like, you don't even get surprised. You're like, yeah, they're going to the Super Bowl. They're even excited. Yeah, and they're going to win.
Mm-hmm. Where's his ball?
They kind of how Dallas were years ago. How like Dallas was running things like it's Brady and Belichick era now. But I tell you what, these games the last weekend were both upsets though. Like nobody would ever thought that the Packers were going to play how they played. Nobody would have ever thought that.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a close. I thought it was going to be a shootout.
They straight
And then
whooped their ass.
the Steelers just looked just as worse. Like it was some upsets. Cause like I knew they weren't going to win, but I didn't think they were going to play the way they played in both of those games.
Yeah. Sonny, sorry, Sonny, you don't know nothing about football.
Because I don't like football. Like I'm saying, I don't like football, so I don't really care about it. I'll be glad when the Super Bowl happens to get the fuck over and move on. You know, I was in love with basketball until they dismantled my whole team, and I kind of left basketball after that. It was very depressing for me. So right now I'm not really following any sports really. So maybe me and basketball fall back in love. So right now we on a hiatus.
Oh, speaking of sports, I got to shout out my man Derek Webster. I heard he was out fighting out in Trenton last week. Won a title bout. He's a boxer from the area, and I heard he was out in Trenton last week at a fight and brought the title home. So now he's got a belt, and he's supposed to be defending his belt again. I think next month, another month or two. He's supposed to be defending the belt. Just got it already. About to defend it already. This dude's a beast.
Yeah, I was just kicking it with Zab Judah last Wednesday.
He was out there. Yeah, he was out there. He was like the undercard or not the undercard, but he was like the co-main event. And Zab had a main event, didn't he?
Yeah, Zab and Will Hilton. Yeah, both of them had big bouts that night. I took pictures of both of them at the same night, and all I could think of is that hopefully these two are in good spirits with each other, because if they fight, that's just a fight. I'm not breaking that up. That's like a lion. That's like a lion fighting a bear. That's just pretty much God's will right there.
You know what?
I ain't jumping in between that either.
Nah, because Will too powerful and Zab too fast. I'd be like Chris Tucker when he got kicked on Rush Hour. Like, which one of y'all just punched me?
That's a fact.
Yeah, man. Zab is he's a good dude, man. He's a cool, humble dude. And hey, man, he gave Floyd a run for his money. I'm gonna tell you that one right now. I ain't never seen. Floyd. Yeah, I ain't never seen Floyd stunned so many times in one fight. Like he stunned Floyd about 3 to 5 times in that fight.
Well, he just ran out of gas.
Yeah, he did. He really did. If his stamina would have been up like Floyd's, he could have either got a split decision or a draw, or possibly beat him. Like I feel like his stamina was he went down a couple of gears. He definitely went down a couple of gears, man. But like round 1 through 5, that was Zab.
Mhm. He was dominating that fight.
Yeah, man. Now we got Soulja Boy and Chris Brown.
Is that really gonna happen?
Yeah, man.
They're gonna hype up and like the day before they're gonna cancel it.
Because from what I heard, it's locked in and it's supposed to be going down in March. But I think they're trying to make it like a celebrity death match. I think they're trying to get other celebrities or rappers, whatever, who got beef with each other on board with this. So got to see how that.
I heard too. I heard they were trying to get the 21 Savage and 22 Savage.
Right. Yeah.
Number 4.
That's the fight for the name.
Yep. They trying to get. I know they was trying to get Keegan Martin and Tim Thomas. They 50 said they had a beef back in the day.
Kenyon Martin had a beef with everybody.
Yeah. I remember that because I remember Tim Thomas. He did it was after the game. Tim was like, man, me and him could both go in the room, and I bet you I'll be the one that come out. You feel me? That was like early 2000s. So I know if they still got beef, that's been going on for a long time.
You told him cash me outside. How about that?
For real. What do y'all think? This is what I want to do. I forgot to ask y'all about homie that killed himself. They say he was an actor or something, but I don't remember seeing him in anything. But he killed himself on Facebook Live.
Oh wow.
What?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm about to see if I can find his name real quick. Yeah, he committed suicide on Facebook Live the other day.
That's terrible. I didn't hear that.
That has got to be the stupidest thing. Like, Facebook Live is the devil.
Hey, I be on Facebook Live doing nothing. Facebook Live be funny. I be rapping.
Yeah. Facebook Live.
Right?
He called it sexual assault. He called it sexual assault. He got arrested for sexual assault. And then, his name was Frederick Bowdy.
Oh, wow.
And just days after being arrested on suspicion of sexual assault, he committed suicide. Live on Facebook.
Oh, wow. What is he from? He's from a couple of things like TV shows and stuff. Tag. Yeah, he was on some like CBS or like NBC shows and all of that.
Let me tell you, I gotta see who this guy is. Frederick Bowdy for the last name.
Bowdy. He go by J Bowdy. That was his stage name.
What?
Jay Bowdy. Bowdy.
Oh, okay. I don't watch the video, but I want to see who he looks like. Oh, he's cute. How did he do that? I mean, I guess you getting. Well, why? What did he play on?
I mean, y'all watching these sex tape videos, you might as well watch the dude committing suicide.
No, I didn't want to watch any videos. Nobody just said nothing to me. Master just said it to me like I wanted to watch it, and I didn't watch it. And then when I logged onto I logged into Facebook and I went to a group I'm in, it was posted up for me to see. And I said, no! I didn't want no part. That's crazy, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, time is running short. So you want to start giving all our shout-outs?
We gave the shout-outs already. We could,
well, not the shout-outs, but,
the info?
Wrap up.
Yes.
Contact info.
Yes, that's our info. We're about to end the show, guys. Ro, you want to go up first?
Yeah, simple. Who did you say, me or Billy?
I said Ro.
Oh, yeah. You already know. Simple. JRO609 everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Google, JRO609. That's where you find me at.
Billy?
Me?
Is he there? Billy?
Yeah, I'm here. Just Billy Thomas on Facebook. I got my comedy page, comedian Billy the Kid. I also got Billy the Kid's Wild Wild West Comedy Fest every last Tuesday of the month. Next show is actually next Tuesday, January 31st, 931 Chambers Street, Championship Sports Bar. And you can catch me every Monday night on HamiltonRadio.net on the Freestyle Freaks show from 9 to 10 p.m.
What?
You already know y'all can catch me on my blog at akingstruth.com. Catch me on Instagram, Clint Black, BLAQ, Twitter, at eTrentonGrooming. You feel me? I'm everywhere. Holla at your boy.
And, of course, I am Sunny_D. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. That's my username for all three. My blog is unreservedlyme.wordpress.com. And, follow our podcast, gstradioshow.com. That's our website. We're on Facebook at GST Radio, on YouTube, GST Radio. We're also on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/GST Radio Show. Of course, blogtalkradio.com/GST Radio Show. And you can add us on Instagram and Twitter at GST_radio. I think I covered it all, right?
Yep.
You forgot your AOL, your MySpace, all
No,
that other stuff.
Here you go, being shady. Only Mo can come back. from being the extreme ignorer come back and be shady. Like, watch that time man. Yo, his ignore game.
1 week and not shout him out the other one.
His ignore game is strong as hell. I ain't never know somebody to ignore you like that. Just strong. He ain't living right. I don't. Nah.
I'm getting better. It's up to like 1 or 2 days late.
You said J. Rowan Tech asking you a question about one thing. They respond 2 days later with a whole other subject. So, like, God. He said, fuck your question.
So that underneath the same thread, though, underneath what you already asked you, it'd be something 2 days later completely different. Like, I know you just read what I just wrote.
And we learned a few weeks back, don't group text Clint at 9 o'clock or 6 something in the morning, because he will cuss you out. Even if he don't see J. Rowe message, he only see mine. So don't be texting people that early in the morning, because they'll cuss you out in the nicest way possible. But
I'm still denying that. He don't know. Yeah, he's still denying that.
Yeah, I ain't cussing out. All I was asking was, what the hell is you talking about at 6 something in the morning? Random ass text. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, then he said, don't text me unless it's business. I'm like, oh, shit. That was a cookout. If y'all want to throw that text, I screenshot it. I have proof. But no. Thank you guys for listening to tonight's show. Thank you, Billy Thomas, for being our guest host and definitely bringing some fun to the show. Don't be a stranger. You can always call us and say, hey, what y'all doing this Thursday? I want to be on. And do that. What else am I forgetting? Somebody in the car because their car door open. So we have to wrap this show. Good night, guys. You have a great night, and thank you for listening. And what, Clint?
See y'all 7 days.
Oh, yeah.
All right, thank y'all for having me.
Bye, guys.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to end the show. I forgot about that. Oh, my hand.
Hold on. Hopefully Billy here, lady, tell us.
Why pay hundreds more in taxes and fees on your wireless bill? Introducing T-Mobile One, now with taxes and fees included. Get 4 lines for $40 each per month with AutoPay. Switch your family of 4 to T-Mobile and get a $600 prepaid card. It's kind of like a refund on the taxes and fees you paid to those other guys last year. Don't wait. Visit a T-Mobile store.
Top 3% of data users greater than 28 gigabytes per month may notice reduced speeds. Sales tax and regulatory fees included. Effective with February charges via prepaid MasterCard card. See store for details.